Hi, my name's Stephen from K-Scale Models, and I'm just doing an update video to show what's going on for K-Scale Models this week and what will be happening going forward. So, first off, 3D printer commissions explain part 1. That has been released on the 23rd, and as you can see, as of recording, 50 hits, 0 comments, but 5 likes. So, yeah, I am liking where that video is at. And my channel is tiny. You can see here old videos that are quite extensive in what they go through. Triple figures at best, and they've been on the channel for what, a year now almost. So yeah, you get the idea. I'm happy with 50 views. That's good for me. The second part of the 3D printed commissions explained will come out as of Wednesday. As I said, that's 2nd of March. So, I think I've scheduled it for 8 o'clock. So yeah, that's GMT. UK time. So anyway, the first one was about if you come to me and say, "Hey, I want you to design this model for me. What will it cost?" and then explaining that. The second one is you coming to me and going, "Hey, I've got a model here that I want you to print." So you've either designed it yourself or you found it online, and that is that one. So it is. It goes into engineering and manufacturing theories and understanding of it. So I do try to dumb it down as much as possible, but bear in mind that manufacturing engineering is a degree level course. I was studying alongside people that were doing this, and I basically had to do one course 1 year on it. So I'm not an expert, and there's a lot more to it, but it's basically just giving you a understanding of what 3D printing is manufacturing wise and where it is and it isn't really competitive compared to, say, other manufacturing processes. So, yeah, that's that one. That video is kind of prompted sign, but that'll be explained at the end of this video. So, the last video is 3D printing small parts. So, Joshua came to me and said, "How do you 3D print small parts in a resin printer?" Anyone that's got a resin printer knows that's a fairly simple one to answer. You hit print. But I thought, well, why not take the opportunity to define a small part? Because, yeah, I've made that mistake before of printing something that was absolutely tiny and did not fit. And it did fit on the printer. It did print. I just lost it as soon as I took it off the build plate, and yeah, it didn't work. But I'll explain the do's and don'ts in that, and hopefully you'll get an understanding of what your printer is actually capable of rather than just the numbers that manufacturers throw at you. So anyway, that's that one. The next part is Casco Model Patreon. So this month Patreons have went for Cosmic Era, although this particular poll will be up until about the week before the end of March. The reason is that I'm fine with people changing their minds in that one. If anyone ever wants to come in late and vote on it, I'm not bothered. Although I've noticed that Mark's the only one that's voted. So anyway, the actual poll for what will be made next month is ship. So in this case, that is the Petri Class. I believe that's how it's pronounced. I was going to go with Laurasia, but it is a big project and I would like to do a bit of research before I actually go down that path. And of course, March is a short month, so I don't want to be doing a big project when I've got a couple of less days to pull it off. So, anyway, the Petri Class. If you're unfamiliar, this is one of the land battleships from Gundam Seed. Now, you can probably hear the air quotes there. That's because this thing is not a battleship. At best, it's a cruiser. But like all shows, any ship that floats or whatever is a battleship. So yeah. So fairly straightforward build by the looks of it. But this is the pics from Gundam Seed Destiny, and you can see here a lot more detail. So I'll be breaking up a copy of Gundam Seed Destiny to go get all those pics, because this is Gundam Seed. There is also, by the looks of it, game art render, but I'm looking at this and going, guns look weird, that bow bit looks weird, that needs to be a bit further forward. Yeah, I think there's also only 3 missile launchers there, if I remember right. No, there is actually 4. But yeah, oh, actually, on the original line, no, there they are. Yeah, yeah, game art ones, sometimes they are not 100% accurate. So I've got reference materials for all this, and I'll be going through them. So yeah, you can see right there that this has some differences. So I'll be trying to stick more with the actual representation in show rather than the model that was used in the game, because yeah, they're making this for a game. There is poly count limits, and this was probably an older game. So that's where I am with the Patreon side. The final side is kind of coming back to the video that I'll be doing on Wednesday, or will be out on Wednesday. My pricing scheme sucks. That's the simplest way of putting it. Most of these models are priced wrong. The STLs will probably stay the same. It's the ones that actually have to be printed out. So basically, I'm finding that I am breaking even at best in some of these models. Others I'm looking at going, hold on, that's actually costing me a lot more to make than what I was thinking. So, yeah, I've been thinking about this for a while, but when I was making that video for Wednesday, it kind of solidified that, yeah, these all need to change. So, I'm not going to do this right away. I'm working on it in the background. I've got through most of the Gundam stuff, and then I need to move on to the Toon tanks and the armor. So yeah, that's just those. These like glue pot holders, just kind of in the background. These generally, if I'm just making one of them, they don't make me money. They're just kind of lost lead items that are kind of dragging, introducing people to the shop, and therefore they might come and go, oh, I actually like that tank sort of thing. So yeah, I'm not expecting to make money on these, but yeah, they're just going to stay about the same. I will plug their numbers into the calculators that I'm using just to see how they turn out, but yeah. So that will be done this week, and my plan is by Wednesday this will all be done. So if you want a model, get it before I change all the prices. And the next thing I will be doing on here is I will be looking at putting up a sort of custom listing for if you want me to go design a rifle or some sort of accessory like that. So just be a one-time thing. You come to me and say, I want to have a custom rifle for this this suit, and then I will make it for you, and the pricing will be up there. The pricing was kind of discussed in the explanation 1 video, but I'm going to be more formalizing it because there's 2 aspects. One is designing the model. The second is printing it. Because I'm assuming if you're wanting me to design the rifle, you're probably also wanting me to print it, so I need to work out what to do with that. Because, yeah, until the model's actually built, I don't know how long it's going to take to make. And there will be explanations in this video about how that's priced up and where the costs come from, and this kind of also gets into the where the problems where the difficulties lie in 3D printing commissions, like where all the costs are. So yeah, that'll be something I'll be looking at. I don't know if I'll have it ready by next week because, well, I've got a sort of draft one already, 3D printed custom weapons. It is for a much larger variety, and this is the pricing scheme at the moment, and that's all wrong. So yeah, although if you want a beam saber, just the STL, £5. Yeah, that you can see from the previous video that that sort of thing will not take me long to make. But yeah, it's just a little. This is what I'm at the moment, but this will all change But yeah, so hope you found this all interesting, and I will catch you next week when I've got an update, and hopefully by then I'll have started the Petri class and have some pictures of that for you.